Haji, सभी को नमस्ते and welcome to the every week yoga session. We'll start with our usual asans exercise followed by pranayam, breathing exercises, coherence breathing, and then after that meditation. The sequence is actually quite important because it's not easy to just sit and meditate. And a common mistake people make is that you can just sit down and start meditating. There's a procedure in how you can keep your mind focused, quiet, and um, take it through the process of meditation. So it requires a little bit of uh, prior activities, which that's why there's asans and pranayams. So sit straight. We start with uh, reciting the Om mantra 3 times, the primordial sound, to help us focus in whatever we do in our life. Breathe in deeply. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Welcome again. All right, so start. First asana. So simple exercises to warm the body up after the night of sleep. Let the blood start flowing. This is called okay. So moving your tummy, your hands are tied together. You can keep them open to help with your balance. But Chaki asana, Chaki. There's this say, in the weeks that we've been doing, many weeks now, years now, that most of these exercises actually were done by people anyway. They used to wake up early before the sun rise. They used to go to the farm. Mothers used to this Chaki asana. You were walking and doing things which was very helpful to the body. So then if you didn't need to do specifically these exercises, asanas therefore, because most of the work is repetition in itself. It's very rhythmic. But now when you have technology and it's got so many good benefits of our life being easier, but there's side effects to everything in the life. That's how life is. The duality of nature is such. So that's why now Pachimuttanasa, we have to incorporate these exercises in our daily life. So these are a lot of these things, movements just occurred naturally. So you didn't have to specifically go and outdo it. And it was probably in the best environment as well because you're outside. This is still inside the house. It's not the best environment wise. As the weather gets better, we can start doing outside. So with the nature, with movement of your body, your exercises, it helps with your blood flow, your lymphatics, what's called the lymphatic system. More and more recently understood by medicine. So, and the other nature of this thing is the slowness and the rhythmic nature of it is very powerful to the body. Lots of things work out better if it's rhythmic and if they're smooth as well. There is no point of actually pushing it too hard. So that these are things that scientifically been proven now. Yeah. Rhythm is very helpful for your brain waves, your heart work, rhythm, your heart waves, etc., etc. So that's why rhythmic exercise like yogic asanas are very helpful. Now, these most simple, targeted kind of exercises for the energy centers. There are different energy centers, neural plexus. So this is to help with your balance of your ah, weaknesses in a person, the fear, anxiety, uh, anxiety, fear, all these negative feelings are actually very disturbing to the body, and actually they profusely utilize most of your energy of the body, so that you don't get a reservoir of energy to do positive things. That's why, in some ways, it's very hard to focus on anything. If you have anger, if you have fear, if you have rage, it doesn't allow you to actually focus, because the only thing that you are able to do is actually that level of energy that is in you is wanting you to get back to the person, because it seems like it's affected your ego or you as a person or something. So the energy is completely drained in that way, day and night. And a lot of people have the habit of it, they're addicted to it as well. So these asanas, like these movements, help in that chemical balance, because everything that we get addicted to emotionally has a chemical reaction to it. So there's thoughts, feelings, emotions. At the level of emotion, there's this chemical uh, addiction to them. And wanting to actually separate yourself from these negative moments of your life is one thing, but to get out of it is actually very hard because of this process that we run through the body. So those exercises, so this is butterfly or titli asana. So this further helps with our attachment to the our sensual pleasures, like what we see, taste, and we all know the problem of food, sweet, fat, salt. These are the reasons why I are so addicted to bad food. So controlling your senses is another important aspects, and butterfly exercise like this helps from Muladhara to Swadhisthana. So if you slowly, in a rhythmic manner do these exercises, they help you. It helps you be mindful as well. Knowledge is very important. Without knowledge, you are helpless in terms of what you can do. So this yogic knowledge actually teaches you about. So it talks about ahimsa. Yeah. So ahimsa, satya, astya, brahmachari, apigra, Soch, Santosh, Tapasya, Ishwar Pranidhan. So these are the what's called the Yam Niyam, the prior steps of actually doing yoga. Very, very early. So knowledge is very powerful. So what I'm sharing is being aware of your mental status and how it relates to your body, depths of the energy centers where we spend most of our life in, and what we can do about it. And this is not mine, it's actually from Ved, Ved mantras, from Rishi Patanjali. Rishis were scientists many thousands of years ago. They wrote this treatise, and in it is what I'm sharing. Okay, so next one is solar plexus. So your obvious digestive power. If it's good digestion, you burn food well, you remain healthy, and that reminds at the same time with you what type of food we should have. The more variety, the more color in a food. So if you have to take, say, carbohydrates, take something like yam or sweet potato. the colored onions, the colored food. In same with fruits, the say blueberries, raspberries, different colors are very helpful in terms of helping you digest food better. So because these are the three lower energy centers, and a little bit of these exercises, but in a rhythmic manner over many years, they're helpful. Okay, so and as obvious as it is, your physical uh, vitality, your physical body in terms of muscle tendons, their utilization happens. Okay, so like now we are doing the neck exercises, so it helps with the anahat chakra. So as I say in the beginning, if you don't, if you aren't able to balance your lower chakras, the three, how can you be at a heart level? Heart is the most powerful center in the body. The amount of wave energy, electromagnetic energy it creates is so huge. But because of the negativity state that we live in, most of us, when you're growing up, when you're a teenager, you fall in love and things, you feel the power of the love. It gives you, and it is like a reminder in your life later on that the power of heart is so great. But if you're going to spend the rest of your life just along the lower levels of your perceptive powers, or your personal traits of what becomes personality in your life of fear, judgment, anger, jealousy, envy, hatred, violence, ill will, all these negativities, that feeling of your teenage love, that energy that came naturally, automatically, is always possible at the heart level. But those negativities that I'm talking about, you utilize every energy of you. You wake up in the morning, your chemical addiction to the hormones that are secreted by being angry about someone again reminds you, oh, my boss at work, or that person at the dinner last night, or the person in the shop disturbed me, said something. You wake up again and you start talking in your mind. Your mind takes you again through those rubbish. And as you start your day with whatever state of your mental thought process is, the day will be like that. So, in some ways, you are just like a slave to your mind. So, to get out of the shackles of this thing is what is one of the most important benefits of yoga. It actually brings you to understand your body beyond your body, the mind. And when you, because yoga means fusion, your mind, body, your soul. Okay. So even within the rhythmic exercises, the asanas that we are doing, there's movements in a manner. And if you have the knowledge and you are able to be mindful when you are doing these exercises, it actually has an impact on your thought process, which becomes electrical impulses in you, which will cause those chemical reactions inside the body. So it's very helpful. So when I'm trying to share whatever I have or these yoga things that I do it on Sundays, I share the knowledge of it as well. So without knowledge, it's very hard to understand. Okay. So keep exercising your body slowly like this, lifting yourself now. So it helps you, as you can see, the triceps muscles, the back muscles of your hand. Lift yourself up as much as you can. Straighten yourself. Then go on your four limbs. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we lie down now. We lie down and do. I'll just check this message. Okay, good. Yeah, you can join. You can relate. Now we lie down and do exercises for the front of your chest, your thighs, your legs. Okay, the first is lift your legs as much as up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down, down, and down. Now hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down, touch the floor, back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Touch the floor, back up one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now, relax, lift your right leg, support it on the back, do exercises for your knee, move it up and down, then go clockwise. So we do minimum is 3 times, and you can go repeat it as much as 21 times. Yes, up and down. And you have specific issues with your knee, your legs, you can concentrate more around those areas. So I give you head to toe exercises, but I do minimum time so that you can get exposed to it. But in your personal life, if you have issues with your ankle, with your knee, with your leg, with your back, then you can just use these exercises more for those particular areas of your body. Okay? Up, down, up. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll do shoulder stand. Sarvangasana. Lift up, go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your legs. Move the front and back. Do the cycle movement. Then opposite. Now let's do halasana, or the plow position. Pull your legs up all the way to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now forward move. Push your knee towards your chin. 1, 2, 3. Change side. 1, 2, 3. Both knee together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now stay in this position and massage your back by moving yourself up and down. So breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. Then go to the right side, in, out, left side, in, right side, out, in, out. One more time, and out. Okay. So this is called Matrikasana, like a fish pose with yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use your hands now, your shoulder, and lift yourself as much as you can. Chakrasana. Lift yourself. Yes. Now hands by support your neck, and we do what's called exercises for your back. Very nice exercises. Okay, these exercises. Makarasana. Makarasana. So your ankles are together, your knees are together, and you're twisting your body. Okay. A variation of this, lift your left ankle, put it in your right knee, and then twist feather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the same on the opposite leg. Right ankle on your left knee. Push yourself up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Now, another variation, lift your left leg and try and hold with your right finger and extend it as far as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side, right leg, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And now we'll do the Navasana, balancing yourself in this position. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Sit and do Gomukasana. So, sitting in your position like a cow pose, left ankle over your right knee, right elbow at your left knee. Look on the back. 1, 2, 3. Extend further. 1, 2, 3. Then try and hold your fingers on the back. Lift your right hand, go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last aspect of it is touching the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. From ankle right to your neck. Everything in the Gomukh asana gets stressed very nicely actually. It's very smooth actually. There's no pressure on it. Now, opposite. Right ankle over left knee. Push yourself back. 1, 2, 3. Extend your hand further. 1, 2, 3. From the back. Now, lift your hand. Hold your fingers in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then touch the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now sit. Let me sit. Now let's do some in the rest period. Press the sole of the feet. Yeah, start from the little toe, the middle, the small, and the big toe. Press them, and then the sole of your feet. You can grab them. You can cover more surface area just by clicking, or you can just press when you have some time sitting. Each of the areas has this lots of pressure point, and do the same from the front of the foot. Simple massage pressure on your body is very helpful. It's you just need to be connected and small physical at a physical level, by massage, by touch, by tapping like this. It's very connecting. You're connecting to your body yourself. So doing same thing with your fingers. Each of these areas have pressure points. Upper pressure, like Ayurveda has these points and describes in detail how what happens to the body. There is no side effect to these things. So asans, simple exercise, rhythmic exercise, very vigorous physical exercises running on a hard surface can hurt your knees and things, but these don't. And these pressure points don't have side effects. It helps you. So there's no harm just doing it a little bit. You're connecting to your body at a suksham level anyway, at a deeper plane. But at a physical level, there are impacts on your body as well. Okay? So do just try whenever you have some time, just press around, up, down, and then in the radial artery area. So just press it in a circular manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last night we went for birthday dinner. Another foods outside, no matter how good a restaurant is never as good as being cooked at home. The food can make your tummy acid-base imbalance. So this is very helpful for Jatharagni. You do it every morning, little bit imbalance in the juices that are required for food digestion. That is balance. So using the tip of your thumb, you have this hand on your elbow here like that, and then you hit in a jerk manner. Okay, so It balances here. You know how in the village our grandparents used to nara baitala thing they used to do? Yeah. So you can do it with this way. Yes, both sides. Every day if you do it, the reflux and acid base imbalance and other things, because it stimulates gastric juice secretion, peristalsis, vagus nerve inside you. There's lots of science now which previously people didn't believe in lots of things because there was no research on them, and our rishis or our research scientists, people who wrote them, nobody believed. The West didn't want to believe them. Now the West does it, and there's lots of evidence now. With all most of these yogic practices that we do have science behind them. So that's why I'm trying to share. If it was still in the air, it's very hard for me as a doctor to talk about it. But I read all this research, uh, thousands and literally 80, 90,000 articles are there now to actually show the benefits of these ancient practices from Hindu religion. Okay, so that's for the hand. When you do this now, do some tapping of your head. So use these muscles and you can tap around your head, in the top, and around your eyes, your cheek, your chin, come down your neck. So here, if you feel lazy in the morning, can't wake up, just tap in your bed. The tamasic sthiti, the negative inertia that you have, the energy starts coming out and you'll wake up. It's very important to wake up with sun, okay? Your body runs, or the entire creation runs around the sun. Our planetary systems are not static. The body is moving. It's called circadian rhythm. So learn to wake up with sun. Okay. Now, with sun and positioning of moon and their movement, our hormone secretion happens. So you need to have your what's called the nadis, so breath process in order. It's no use having your nostrils closed all the time because you breathe. Nostrils are meant for breathing. So make your left fist, put it under the right arm, close your left nostril, breathe into the right, and breathe out to the left. Breathe into the right, out to the left, into the right, out to the left. Do the opposite. Fist under left armpit, close the right nostril and breathe into the left, out to the right, into the left, out to the right, into the left, out to the right. Okay, so press 90% of the stress that we have are limited. Okay, to these muscles around your head. All right, so try and tap. By tapping, it removes some exercises for your hands. Now we did for the ankle while I was talking, and we were doing the exercises for ankle at that time. Now the same for the wrist. Yeah, using computers, sitting on a desk, we get this repetitive injuries to our hands. Okay, so keep doing simple exercises like this are very helpful. Okay, stretch and stretch. All right. Now we'll go on to do exercises by facing the floor. And we start with you can stay in the plank position or you can do push-ups with me and we'll do 100 of them. Yeah, so let's do as many as you can. Okay, so lie flat. So extend your hands upwards and your legs downwards as much as you can. Push in, half the body up, half downwards. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, now you can rest on your chin. Okay, together and bring your legs towards your bum. So all the strain that by doing those push-ups or being in the plank position is relieved by these simple exercises. Okay, that is our grandparents used to do this. If you remember, they would lie down and they kept doing these kind of exercises. Many of the times they did it without saying much. Okay, lift. Look at your right ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now Sarpasana. Snake pose. Bind your hands and legs together and twist your body to the right, go to the left, right. Keep doing, moving side to side. Now lift your legs up as much as you can. Hold them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the floor. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the floor. One more time up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Rest. Breathe in through your nostrils. Breathe out through your nostrils. Now hold your ankles. Pull it towards yourself. Both of them. And lift. Like a Dhanushasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now push yourself up and down with breath. Now go side to side, right and left. Move. Relax. Extend your hands. Lift your right leg and try to hold with your left fingers and push as far as you can. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side, do the same. Hold, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, support your chest with your hands. Near the keeping on your side. Push your right leg up, support it with your left. Go up and hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down. Breathe out. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now stay here and balance on one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go down. Push your right leg in. Extend your left leg. Push your right hand in the front and try and push your head down as much as possible, pressing around your tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Push this time left leg inside. Try there. Hold it with your right hand. Extend your left hand in. Go down as much possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now come up. Stay here. Stay on your 4. Breathe in. Go down and breathe deeply. Come up. Breathe out. Push your tummy in. Try and move it tummy area clockwise. We need to breathe, go down again. Do it opposite, anti-clockwise. Breathe in. Extend yourself. Balakasana, child pose. Push yourself down, down, down. Pulse with your relaxation. Pushes on your tummy area. You can hold your ankles and push further down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then make namaste on the back. My hands are together there. And we're going to touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up slowly. Sthirasana on your knees. Balance yourself. Go. Touch your ankles, both sides. Go far back as possible. 1, 2, 3. Now sit on your ankle. Push your hand on the back, support yourself, and push as much as you can backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then eventually all the way down. Go down, down, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up slowly. Okay, sitting Vajrasana. Okay, so this is Vajrasana. You can do it after eating as well. In this position, your digestive system alignment is nice and good. So put your fingers together around your belly button. Breathe out slowly and go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mandukasana. Yeah? Now, a little bit more pressure. Push your left hand. Pressure. Go down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side with your right hand. Now, this time press your left fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, along your hand, your knee, at the level of your kidneys, fingers together, press and go down, down, down as much possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. So that's helpful for the kidneys. Now keep sitting in this position. We'll do some exercise for our eyes. Extend your hands. Okay. Your fingers, so your neck is straight. Now look at your fingers as attention. Okay. But keep your head straight. Only your eyeballs go towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now go diagonally to the fingers on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go the other way opposite. Left upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right side downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go horizontal again. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands on your thighs. Look far away. And then quickly look at the tip of your nose. Far away. Then back. Tip of your nose. Far away. The tip of your nose. Now go clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Go anti-clockwise, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Okay, so we've done most of the exercises of our body from head to toe. There are a few left. We'll do them standing up. Before standing up, and you can do a little bit of these ones as you keep help you motivate. Do more and more, lifting yourself and balancing. Yeah, you go on the side. Yeah, so you can do it on your tummy. So balancing and lifting yourself. Now, one of the good things to learn is to stand up when you're in a sitting position or lying position without using your support of your hands. Okay, we try and practice that every time. So lie down and lift yourself. Okay, so when you're lifting, don't use your hand like this. Come up. All right. Now slowly your stomach muscles will become strong and you can do them. All right. Now let's do some exercise standing up. Right. The Anjali pose. So standing like this, go down, slowly go down and hold yourself. Come up. Use hold your earlobes, go down. 1 and then 2 and one more time and hold it there. Malasana position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up. Exercise for your knee. Move your knee clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Nice and smooth and very rhythmic. Your mind is with what you are doing. Okay, that's why this is beneficial as opposed to just doing normal exercises because your head is running around most of the time and you are not concentrating. Yoga exercises are very rhythmic, very smooth, and as I said in the beginning, body very positively produces chemicals that is very helpful. So very rhythmic, very smooth, and if you're mindful, then even get more benefit out of it. So it's your body which actually wants your attention. Basically, you can put it in a simple manner. The more dissociated you are of the body, the less congruence is inside you. What's called hemostasis. Yeah, hemostasis is basically balance of all these things that can happen in extremes. And the best one probably to know is the fever. You know, when you get fever, 37.5 degrees is we should be around it. It's very fine. You are only allowed 1 degree up. You go 1 degree up, you can die. 1 degree less, you can go die. You can die. Same with pH of your body. Very finely balanced. Within 0.4, 6.4, if it goes high, 6.8, 7, or goes less than 5 or something, become very acidic. The whole body can actually collapse. So the hemostasis or the balance of our system is very finely regulated. We are not aware, we are not conscious of it. This very fine balance. And similarly, the 50 trillion cells in your body, they're dividing every single moment and causes mutations. Mutations means the genetic aberrations in your body which can cause cancers and diseases, but very finely balanced most of the time. But if you are not mindful, you're not conscious, if you're not putting right food inside your body, your habits are not right, when you're not waking up on time with the cycle of nature as it is, you can't help it. But it is the rule of the nature that the body should be alive. Then things go into negative. Okay, so jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, nice and good. Feel happy. All right, you can do this to warm up when you're a little bit more down. Lift yourself, jump down. Okay, simple exercises, don't have to be too vigorous. Okay, now let's do some asans. The first one is Vrichyasana, like a tree pose. Lift yourself, standing on your toes. Okay, hold. Go one leg, balance. One. The inside. Push. Look towards the right. Then go up, up as much as you can. Hands on the knee. Push and straighten up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And change side. Same thing. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right now. Now let's do Chandra Namaskar. Like the moon pose. Starts with three-quarter, like trigonometry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Go down. 1, 2, 3. Bend your left knee. Lift yourself up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go and sit on your right ankle. 1, 2, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. Go down. 1, 2, 3. Bend your right knee. Lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on your left ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. Push yourself further. Pull. Inside, out, up. Okay. Good. Now we're left with Surya Namaskar. Right? So, sun pose, look towards east. Breathe in deeply. And then there's 12 asans, so postures in this. You can't do all others that we did. You just do these ones. There's a lot of stretching in this. Nicely be focused. Go with your breath. Breathe in. Yourself up. Breathe out. And breathe in again. Go down. Push your right legs backward, straighten yourself. Go into plank position. Then Asthangasana. Your chin, your knee, and toes are touching only. The rest is above. Bhuja, lift yourself up, up and up. Then Parvatasana. Okay, like a mountain pose. Push your right leg up, then left. Pull your left leg in. Look up. Both legs together. Up. That's half the cycle. Now do it from the left side. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Touch your toes. This time left leg goes back. Straighten yourself. In the plank position. Hold it there. Breathe out. Asthangasana. Bhuja. Parvatasana. This time left leg first. Then right leg. Pull right leg in. Both legs together. Out. That's one cycle. Now we do 2 more cycles. Okay, start from right again. Breathe in. Breathe out. In, out, plank, asana, bhujang, parvat, right side, left side, in, both legs together, up. Stand from left side, breathe in, breathe out, in, out, left leg, stand, plank, asana, bhujang, parvat, left, then right, pull it in, both legs together, up. Last cycle, okay? So start from the right side, breathe in, 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last one. On the left side, breathe in, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so that's in 3 cycles, you start getting cardiac exercises. Yeah, heart rate goes up, breathing goes up. Imagine doing it 100 times. Some people just do this 100 times. Okay, you'll become very fit. All right, so depending on how much time you have. All right, now it's coming towards the end of our asans, our physical yogic exercises. Before we finish, always try and do a bit more. So this is trying to stand on your hand. Let's be able to walk before on my hands like this. Now, lift yourself again. So we do yoga, the shavasana. You can do the shoulder stands, like Sapalasa. I'll do the handstand. Yeah? So this will be the last one of the exercise. You can use the support yourself on a wall, or just use your shoulder stand. This is to help blood flow from legs towards the heart and heart to pump easily to the brain. Yes, the circulation is helped. A small while you can do this. And also helps your focus of your mind. All right, let's stay. Okay, so we are done with all the physical exercises. Now we deserve some rest. Good to now we can rest. And in rest, this is a what's called active resting. Okay, so we lie down, but we won't fall asleep because shavasana. With that, I'll teach you Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is deep subconscious relaxation of your body. It's very powerful. It's very helpful to your body. Yeah? It will help you with lots of issues that you have if you learn how to become conscious of your body. All right. So what you need to do is you need to listen to me. You need to close your eyes this time, but your inner eye, the third eye, is open because you will travel with me as I talk. So hands by your side, little separated from your body. The legs are little separated as well, and are facing upwards. Your head is straight, your eyes are closed, and you're deeply listening to me. I will take you through what I was talking about earlier, like just the theory of it. How do you actually become conscious or aware of yourself? How do you go into your subconscious? Because a lot of our physiology, hemostasis, body functions are run by our subconscious. And that requires fully attentive energy of yourself to be aware of it. Awareness is very important because it helps you perform better. Your functions, the physiology, the chemical processes, electrical processes, biological processes in the body becomes better. So we go through stages of this. The first is your breath itself. Breath happens automatically, luckily. Otherwise, we would die because we wouldn't be so conscious about making sure we are breathing even. Because our mind has 70, 80,000 thoughts a day and it will keep you busy and you will stop breathing even. Your heart rate will actually stop even because your mind makes you busy in everything else. So luckily, for the creator made it subconscious. But for people who want excellence, they know how to tap into it because your awareness improves your function. So those people who perform better actually are more aware of your bodily functions. Your own bodily functions is the key for success, happiness, joy, be material, metaphysical, or spiritual success. Everything comes from being aware of yourself rather than looking for it outside. The moment you stop looking it outside and you start going inside and have intuition, and this is what the Yoga Nidra is, become conscious of your subconscious. How do you go into your subconscious? There is a barrier called ego and your analytical mind on the left side of your brain, which has got the storage of all the data from their third month of pregnancy in the mom's tummy, whatever mom is eating or listening or doing, to your 30 years of life, your TV, your friends, your family, your cultural background, religious, whatever has now stored the data, and that is in control of you, not you. Just be aware that you are not in control of yourself, but those data that is sitting in your brain from your exposure, because the learning period is between the third month of pregnancy through your, at most through your teenage years. By 25, it's all done and dusted. You're not learning anything more. That's why even at uni level, you can study and things get done very quickly in a young idea up to 25. And then later on, you find it very hard. You can push yourself and do things which is requires attention and dedication, but it's automatic learning I'm talking about. So breath itself, put your attention to the breath. You're breathing through your nostrils. You should breathe through your nostrils because that's why nose is given to you for smell and breath. And observe. You never observed before where the air is coming from. Express gratitude that the oxygen and air is there still free for you. The day we start putting royalty on them, like people who come from some countries where royalty is on the sea and land and everything know what it means. Okay, breathe in and watch within yourself what happens to the air, to the windpipe. It's your body. You should know. You should feel proud and know where does the air go. It's not only the doctor's responsibility. It's your body. Be very proud of knowing your lungs, what happens, how the blood goes into binds to hemoglobin or red blood cells, how does it go to the heart, how does the heart pump to 50 trillion cells in your body. That awareness itself has now increased the performance of your oxygenation capability by more than 50%. Just this simple exercise, as opposed to just letting it be. Now breathe again. Deep breath. Watch this space or the atmosphere where all this air comes from. As I say, express gratitude is one of the biggest positive energy influences of this body. If you know how to say thank you with your heart, not through your mouth, deep connection to for gratitude. The amount of activity that happens in your brain and heart by expressing gratitude is unbelievable. By one action, you can improve your body. So express gratitude where space, unlimited, infinite, atmosphere, 5 liters of air goes inside. Now, second part of the breath is watch as you breathe out this time. Take your attention to the belly button area. As you press the belly, your diaphragm gets pushed, the air is being pushed out of your lung, which has basically accumulated all the carbon dioxide and other gases from your body and has brought to the lung, and lung is expressing it out. Where does carbon come from? The problem of modern education system is it gives you points to learn, but it doesn't help you join together. I've asked so many people many times, where does the carbon in the carbon dioxide come from? They don't know. Oh, they say it's pollution, they say Gaia gas. Matter, it just changes form. Carbon comes from carbohydrate, what we eat. And that's why breath is very helpful in actually balancing your weight. Either lowers your weight or increases your weight according to what your body size should be. So breath in another way has a huge amount of help in terms of actually what is burning fat. People say, oh, I'm burning fat. It's metabolism. And what is metabolism? It's actually breaking down of your carbon atoms. The process. Okay, so we add oxygen, carbohydrate, produces water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide comes in your blood and comes out as carbon. So every time you're putting out two carbons out. So that's why your breath is more heavy because it's got extra atoms in it. Everything is about atoms in this body. So that's why I say we are taught dot points in the school system, but we are not taught how to join these things. And in yogic practice, this is what is done. It teaches you each of these steps. So now breathe again. Take your attention this time to the belly button area. And I talked about when we were doing exercises, your jatharagni or the acid base, hydrochloric acid, tumolar acid is there. Its balance is very important again for digestion or your what you call fat burning, its metabolism, its digestion, its physiology. Again, it's a breath related and it's associated with the sun as the external energy source for survival of the planetary system and humans. The body has a sun center, which is called saman. So prana, pan, saman. Saman helps with regulation of this heat. And I talked about pH before, how hemostasis is maintained. So I'm just helping you make a bit simple the whole body physiology process and how you can improve its activity we need in your body and you become more healthier. A lot of diseases can be taken away or won't happen if you start doing it early in life. So it burns the fat and carbon comes out, as I said, with the breath. So जठराग्नि रूप रंग रोशनी प्रदान करती है इसे. So breathe again. The fourth component of this breath is called udar. So take your attention with the other three, right? Come to the heart level. It's called anahat. It's a chamber heart. Apart from electrical function that I talked earlier, it's a mechanical pump. Pumps 5 liters of blood through your body system. There's 70% of your body is fluid. 99% of its space. Atoms are only 1%. And again, this is reflective of the external infinite space. Earth has the ocean, which is 70%, which regulates and keeps the earth alive. The body is maintained, this hemostasis is maintained if you have enough amount of fluid in your body. And still until now, we haven't made any drink which is better than water.
to make sure 2.5 liters. Keeps shitalta, cohesion, okay, smoothness of your cells. Breathe again. The fifth type or component of pran is called dhyan. So root, structure, this body, anatomy, 205 bones, thousands of muscle, tendons, okay? Sthul, sharir, gross body. You can't have a good, healthy, sthul, gross body. Forget about understanding your suksham sharira, your mind, your metaphysical components of this body. First, your physical body needs to be good and healthy and in tune. Then you can actually dig deeper. But yes, and there are different planes of it. As I talked about electrical, mechanical, biological, magnetic, subatomic. You know? So we do scans like MRI, PET scans. We use nuclear energy, atoms of the body to create images. So we'll go that far. But we don't have apparatus to go beyond that, which is the Suksham Sharira. The real interpretation of things, how it happens in the body, like your eyes, is your antenna of photon receptor, the sunlight. But it doesn't make you see. It's actually back of your head, occipital lobe it's called. That is where the vision happens, and we don't have ways to measure or see how it happens. Every level of our body function has another plane. And then there's another deeper plane to it, which comes into Hinduism, yogic teachings, Atma, that consciousness and awareness of that is only reached if you know your physical body with different planes and this Suksham Sharira, that astral projections, interpretations, then only you can. It's nothing like that, just you can just go there. That's why people struggle. So breathe again. Deeply, okay? Deep, smooth breath. So B-R-E-A-T-H. Remember, it's like this breath with R for rhythm, E for evenly, okay? And centered on your heart, H. Because heart has the greatest amount of energy that is within the body. And you make your physiology, the biology, the functional properties of this body much, much, much better. And there are 5 uprans called Nath, Kurma, Karikal, Devdat, Dhananjay. Don't have time to talk. Okay, next part of it. Then breathe again. Now, the second subconscious action that happens in the body is what you eat and drink. And whatever you weigh, 3 kg as a baby to 80, 90, 120, whatever kg you are, is nothing but food and drink. Be conscious and aware that the body is made by what you put in your mouth. And there are rules and regulations for every species on earth, including plants, what they eat. A rose only selects whatever minerals it requires from the earth to produce a rose, so does an apple, pear. They'll die, but they wouldn't take anything else. Same with animals. Human beings are only species because they have the freedom and because they're the most special in terms of what we can do and what we are talking now. There's the opportunity of awareness and understanding subconscious because there's a freedom that you get, but that freedom is the most dangerous part of it because the duality of this freedom can give you the best of whatever is in this universe or can make you the worst as well. So what you put in your mouth is very important. That's only the conscious part. The rest is subconscious part. The bacteria in your mouth needs to be preserved because a lot of functional food transformation starts in mouth. And that's why you should actually chew a lot as well, food. Don't gulp, otherwise you'll become like a bird. Your mouth will become like a bird. And you can see the children are like that these days because they're using straw and other things just to like just suck up the food and things. Your mouth will be gone. But more importantly, don't put a lot of antiseptic things in your mouth and remove all the bacteria as well. Because the bacteria required for transformation of lots of, especially plant-based foods, which are the natural food for this body, the different colored fruits, vegetables, they require chewing, and in the chewing process, they're transformed into different components, chemical compositions that only can occur in the mouth. And you can't bypass it because once it bypasses, then you are not utilizing the components of the food properly in your body. And people, no wonder, develop lots of intolerance of lots of foods, lots of things in their body because you're not conscious of how you are even eating. Because after the food part, the acid digestion function is all subconscious. It's beyond your control. And there are literally 40 trillion bacteria in your body, 40 trillion. We have less cells, there are more bacteria in this body. And bacteria need to be actually nurtured. They need the food. They grow in the large bowel. If you eat lots of refined sugar foods, meat-based food, you start growing bacteria in your small bowel where they don't normally live. And then you start having lactose, galactose, all these kind of intolerances. Lots of, digestive issues people have. Normal bacteria lives in the large bowel, and their food is cellulose. Cellulose is fiber. Fiber only comes from vegetable food. That's the normal food for bacteria. So just nothing, no ideology or anything here. This is physiology. What you put in your body directly has an impact on millions, trillions of bacteria in your body, which regulate the food absorption in your tummy, which is direct impact on the energy you get, and what's called epigenetics, or the impact of genetic activity, which causes so many kind of diseases in your body. Genes don't cause diseases. Genes are just the blueprint. It's the epigenetics, so what sits on your genetics, which is your food, your thought process, your company. They matter 99.9%, genes 0.1%. This is all wrong information. People are just thinking that that's my fate. No. Okay, so be aware. Now breathe again. The next subconscious activity which I'm trying to make aware of is the excretory function. Again, it's subconscious. So watch yourself within your body. Take your third eye to the kidneys, bean-shaped structure, filtering blood every second without non-stop to remove toxins. Your breath process the same, your perspiration, your digestive function takes all the toxins out. So as a human, what's your responsibility? Make sure you don't pollute the environment. Okay, so how do you not pollute? Your breath, your other toxins that are coming around you, you do yajna. These are special fire-based processes, havans that you do, which clarifies not only your house, your environment, your neighborhood. It's your job. Animals do it. Animals are very aware subconsciously. They want to make sure they don't dirty the environment they live in. When humans, we have technology of doing other stuff, that's very good, but there's other toxins that we are taking out. How are we balancing? The biggest joke of the world is this unfairness in actually judging others what people eat or not, but not realizing we kill more than 80 billion animals a day just to for our taste bud. And the whole thing about the climate change, climate activity, much more than the gasoline and other industrial pollution is by animal farming. It's a hard truth. It's a painful truth. But that's what the facts are. How much carbon dioxide comes from animals farming? And they are more dangerous because methane that is produced by cattle, even more damaging to the environment from the carbon dioxide itself. So just be conscious, you're a human being. Use yourself, you are unique. Don't be just totally taken away for a ride by narrative which is set by people who have special power because they've been ruling the world and because they have the money. Still, you have your right. As individual, at an individual level, you have the freedom to choose. Be conscious of your body, and then body will help you guide to the right things. Next subconscious is breathe again. Take your attention to your fingers. As I talked about the pressure points, centers, your kalai, koni, your elbow come up to the neck. Your rear, the vertebral columns go down. The heels, your sole of your feet, gutna, your knees, thighs. Now, keep your attention onto the pelvic area. Okay, so they are major, what called MEG central lines on spinal cord, parasympathetic, sympathetic system, that runs along your vertebral column, and they give you this motor-sensory connection that whatever we as human beings are perceiving and reacting to is done through this energy center, which is our neural system. On the left side, it's called Ida. It's directly related to the position of moon, so hormone secretion is obvious, the monthly cycles in women, and all other activities that happen are directly related to this positioning of your body. And on the right side is called Pinglao, associated with the sun. So your circadian rhythm I talked about. Your limbic system is your body, which is actually directly regulating your pituitary gland. Your pineal gland, the hormones that are secreted are direct in correlation with the movement of Earth around the sun. So it's not static. It's very important to make sure you are awake as the sun is rising, because that blue light in the morning starts producing what's called serotonin. Serotonin is the element in your body which gives you this positiveness so that you don't become depressed. And in the evening, when it's going like reddish light, melatonin starts secreting. Melatonin is a component in the pituitary gland, which actually, and pineal gland, which helps you sleep or your body becomes more relaxed. Your brain waves go down, your heart waves go down to help you sleep. This is regulation of movement of Earth around the sun. This is no like some airy fairy thing. This is direct impact on your body's endocrine systems, your thyroid gland. You know, how many people have thyroid problems these days? Thymus gland. Your whole immune system is regulated around here by bone marrow, by lymph nodes, or thymus. Most people have thymus is tiny by the time they are 35, 40, because you never understood how to keep it activated. Because I look at it, so I know how tiny it becomes. And most of our fighting or ninja turtles that are produced by the thymus gland. They're called the army of the body. And if we are losing all even the organ itself, how do we protect ourselves? So it's much more serious. And bone marrow has what's called, I'd say spare tire or stem cells in your body. Every single cell, including your nerve cells, have reserve cells. They are called stem cells in your body. They're sitting, the creator, the maker made it, that you'll require as you grow older, the reserves of them to help you repair your body like a spare tire in a car. If you don't know how to use, luckily NRMA is here, so you can fix your tire, but in your body there is no NRMA. How do you stimulate these stem cells? It's only through yogic practices. Yeah, there are very few, if anything, that is we know how to actually express our stem cells. Otherwise, you come to the hospital, we'll harvest your bone marrow, we'll take it out, we'll grow it, and then we'll infuse your body. So that's how doctors do. So that is the other option. But that's when you are very sick, you're about to die, and there's nothing else is left, then that option can be utilized. So knowledge, as I keep saying, is power. And unfortunately, as I said, dot point learning is not very effective for a person. You need to correlate these things. And you're reading Glenn, and I keep talking every week. Survival mode of living will take all your energy and not allow you to be more compassionate, more joyous, more happy in your life. Forget about it. You are trying to escape a lion or a wild animal of thousands of years ago. The setting, your body is actually reacting to a concrete jungle 20 or 16 out of 24 hours a day. But if you're 16 hours hyperactive, how can your brain waves settle even when you go for sleeping? You don't have a proper sleep now. It's all ambushed. Even older times when people lived in a dangerous environment, their body system was very like binary. You fight or run, or otherwise you become act dead. And you survive that, and then you are living again normally. Now we can't. We are living constantly, every minute in a negative cycle. It's worse than being in a wild jungle. This concrete jungle life is completely putting you through this journey of unfortunate level of survival instinctive living. So your adrenal glands, cortisols, these hormones are actually full fire. Your vessels are damaged. Any little imbalance of body is not, you can't manage anymore now. Because it's, as I say, it's very fine balance, the body physiology. So breathe again. Deeply. Be conscious, be mindful. Watch your two eyes with your third eye. You wouldn't want to listen to this, but we only perceive less than 10% of whatever is there with our eyes. The potential of this human body is to actually increase this even eyesight that you can start seeing much, much more deeply, or your hearing capability, or smell capacity, or your taste bud. It's very limited that we do, but the ego in us thinks that this is everything, and the limitation that we have of this body. So these are the antennas, okay, to this body. And you have to be mindful because they have direct relationship onto your mind. And you are what you think. Your thoughts transform into electrical energy. And you causes chemical reactions. And that becomes addictive nature of you. And you go into a cycle of daily living into this process as a slave and can't even come out of it. So becoming aware of yourself is going through this, as I said in the beginning, that analytical mind that we have been, without even us realizing, we have stored this information. And there's no blaming your parents or your situation, your culture, your religion, or anything. No. You have the freedom and the knowledge as a human to actually traverse this and go beyond it and become conscious of it and do something about it. And there is no excuse either you're old or a young or this color or that color or what is your nature, whatever, doesn't matter. You have the potential. Everybody has this potential. So there's no excuse for it either. Okay? So breathe again. Bring your attention, third eye, to the tailbone. Move up. Now, going beyond the stool gross body into the your suksham sharira. Okay? So the other plane. And this is where the beauty of it is. The extrasensory perception, the astral projection of this body, the power that can help you connect to the universe, Yatha Pinde Tatha Brahman. As you are, so is the universe, Tatha Brahmande Tatha Pinde. As is the universe, so are you. That's the plane of astral projection. If you want to have a journey, you can look at yourself lying flat on the floor, and that body is just a mechanism. That's why you need to keep healthy for the deeper function of this body, the astral projection. Watch it. Keep moving out above the ceiling. Keep moving right to the International Space Station, about 200 kilometers up the Earth, neutralization of the gravity, and you're floating. What do you observe? The air, the beauty, the balance of it, the oceans, the blue, the green, the desert. And it's twisting and spinning around 1600 kilometer hour and then 2200, orbiting around the sun. It's not still. So fast. Keep moving, keep moving. For 380,000 kilometers is moon. Keep going. 151 million kilometers is the sun, our sun. The nine planetary system, the Navgraha, the Hindus, you know what they pray. Keep moving, keep going. Beyond the 25 million light years for event horizon, our cosmos, our Milky Way, Akash Ganga. Earth at that point becomes less than a drop in an ocean, a dust particle, irrelevant. Nobody cares. It's so tiny. There's 100 trillion stars and then there are 100 trillion galaxies. Remember I said there are 40 trillion bacteria in us? Humongous. Feel, you can only feel this with your astral body component. Alpha Centauri, Andromeda, the whole projection of the planetary system. The sun moves in the cosmos 800,000 kilometers per hour. Then our universe runs within the cosmos at 2 million kilometers an hour. Nothing is static. Ekadasi, the fasting thing, is all related to this astronomical localization of the moon's movement and has direct effect on our digestive function, mind function. That's why we have that fasting thing. Metaverse, it's called now, metacognition. The big words coming. This is nothing but more realization and understanding of the subconscious of our body. Roop Rang Roshni. What I was saying, how does the photon of light when it goes through the eye is interpreted? If you can activate that center, it's metacognition. That level of your growth as a human gives you this extra perceptive powers. Realizing that time and space are nothing but linear one thing or meta or particles, then automatically become wave or mass into energy. And if you keep ready to float and feel the energy, then there is this space beyond 15 trillion light years is called dark energy. So quantum energy, infinite consciousness. The Sadhya Sukta Rigved describes this place, abundance of energy. And everything is actually electromagnetic frequency within our body as well. That's the language of communication, the true language of communication. You want to tap into this abundance of health, wealth, success, joy, happiness. There is unlimited. For everyone, 8 billion people, nothing, it doesn't matter. There's billions and trillions of planetary systems. There's abundance of everything for everyone. There shouldn't be any selfishness or that it will be less for someone else. No. Learning how to tap in abundance because there's unlimited, infinite abundance of everything. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So that awareness of yourself beyond your ego and mind, passing the analytical mind into the subconscious, gives you this router which can tap into the right side of the brain, which allows you to communicate through your stuksham sharira or astral projections. That's the science behind it. Breathe in, breathe out.
Breathe in and out. Sit down. Actively sleeping there. Okay, so that amount of rest is usually obtained by 8 hours sleep. So that's if you passively sleep, this is what happens. That's why you go through different stages of wavelength in yourself. Rapid eye movement, deep sleep, dream. Because that's a passive, it's a passive system of healing. But if you can utilize this in a what's called Yog Nidra, what we did, you are actively healing. You can cut down a lot of just unnecessary sleep there, and you get more energy. Communicating with your body. If you don't know how to communicate actively, then passively there's sleep there for you. But sleep also requires all these other things that I described. There are too many variables into it to get that. Too much sleep is very bad as well. Everything is balanced. A hemostasis is required. So by default, 7 to 8 hours sleep will heal your physical body, but doesn't give you any extra option to communicate with the subtle mind. Okay, that requires this active sleep methods where meditation comes, where breathing exercises come. So now we'll do some breathing exercises. Okay. Now, first one is Bhastika Pranayam. So breathing in through your nostrils, breathe out through your nostrils. As you breathe in, push your belly button out. As you breathe out, push your belly button in. Okay, you can do Sudarshan Kriya. So the same thing. Breathe in. So you're consciously breathing and exercising. While so if you can do it while you're walking and think good, that will give you the benefit. But when you sit and focus and do it, then you are mindful about it. But if you're walking and doing, someone else will start laughing at you. So what is wrong with this person? That's the other problem. Because most people don't know mindfulness. We all have enough weight, okay, in our body. Don't really need to have funny weights to lift and make yourself. That's again following everyone blindly, not actually being intelligent enough to you understand that this body is heavy enough. If you utilize it, you can actually exercise your body by just by this weight. Vastika. Deep breaths through your nose, okay? Oxygenation happens. Actually, you are opening your lungs as well because there's about 500 mils of space in the lung never gets filled up by shallow breathing. So this is actually really helping you take more oxygen as well. Second, breathe in deeply, breathe out, then hold the breath, and then try and push your belly button out and in. Okay? So it helps you learn how to hold breath for a long time and helps you actually concentrate on your tummy muscles, exercises the muscles. Huh? So peristalsis, digestive juices, and other things are secreted. Breathe in. Agnisar. Agni, fire, production, digestive function. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. Hold it. You'll be surprised how quickly you learn how to hold the breath for a long time. It starts coming inside you. You learn how to hold it one more time. Ujjayi Prana. Vibratory activity on your throat, your chest, as I talked about your thymus, your thymic gland, the immune system, the thyroid, your visual, the vibratory components of your windpipe, food pipe. Okay. Literally, you'll feel the vibration. The variation of it, put your chin on your chest, then it even increases more, okay? Close your right nostril, breathe out to the left. Okay, now let's do Kapalabhati. Kapal, metaphorically opening your connection to the universe, okay? So that's Kapal. So a child grows up, as said, from third month of pregnancy up to about level of puberty, the brain waves are low. It's like delta, then theta, alpha. We live in beta. It's very high oscillations. That's why they learn very quickly. That's a period, and that's why we get junk stored in our brain, and we can't change when we grow after 30 years. That is the process because that's the best period of learning from third month of pregnancy right up to puberty level. And the Gurukul system of the old Hindu teachings were based on that. That's why that period was where the child were given the knowledge of their body at every plane of what they are and the universe itself. So that metaphorically opening Kapal is actually trying to remind us to bring that brainwave back into you within your lifetime, achieve dharma, kam, and moksha. So all four components of your goals of your life will be achieved. It's an exhalation exercise. Okay. In that you concentrate. So all that we talked about, the energy centers, the breath, the rhythm, the smoothness, the concentration in your heart, brain coherence, hemostasis of your body, regulation, then opens up your right side of your brain. So you know the whole router system I talked about. If you want to get access to internet or make a computer useful, it has to have internet. So the route of your brain on the right side, the intuitive power that gives you access to the abundance in the universe. Kind of, I'm trying to explain you that way because everybody knows computer. So your body is like that. Kapalbhati gives you that that means to reconnect yourself. Okay, so let's do it. The exhalation exercise, breathing out. The sitting is straight, back is straight. Okay, so energy runs through that. Motor sensing perception of your connection to the brain. Sitting straight, hands on your thighs, and you breathe out. You're pressing your belly button in, and the air is coming out. There's a vacuum created, air gets sucked in, and you only concentrate on the exhalation part. Okay, let's do as much as we can. Do it at your own pace. There's no rush, no race. As I keep reminding you why I share yoga practices to help you de-stress. And there's nothing required that you have to be perfect in any way. Anything you do, the moment you start, it's helpful to you in whatever level you can do it. You don't have to do it like me. You don't have to like do it anybody on the TV. You have to just do it at the level that you can do. It's your intention which matters, and with that, your discipline. The rest will follow later on. But if you have the intention, then the discipline of doing it, the rest is amazingly remarkable in its own self how it unfolds. You don't have to worry about that. Actually, you don't have to worry about literally anything in the world if you have the right intention, focus, and visualization of whatever you want in life. That will happen in its way if you give that freedom and you have that intention in yourself. The harder way is the other way around. You beat yourself into doing it and spend whole of your life achieving a tiny little thing. By trying to reach that, you became sick and can't even enjoy it. That's the way people live. But you can't even enjoy anything by the time you achieve anything because you beat yourself so badly through the process because you quite didn't understand your body. So let it be. Okay. So when it becomes rhythmic, I know in the beginning it's very painful because all the muscles, side, back, chest are being pulled because you're concentrating on breathing out only. So you're pressing your tummy. And as you breathe out, the muscles are pulled. But once it becomes like you persist with it, it becomes rhythmic. And as I said, everything has to be rhythmic and it has to be smooth as well. And if you learn how to focus around your heart, which is compassion, joy, and all the goodness of positive energy in your body, then these remarkable activities that happen in terms of chemical processes that helps your body. And these is now there's science behind it now. So it's no more actually just a yoga according to Hindu religion. Okay, so try and you'll feel that peace and abundance, joy, happiness. That's all everyone is looking for in direct different manner and they get frustrated. It's called Kapal Bhati. Now we'll do by Kumbhak. So you breathe in deeply, Abhyantar Vriti, breathe out, by Kumbhak, Vayu Vriti, then hold the breath. It's called by Kumbhak. When you hold it, then you close all the orifices inside you. So Moolban, Jalandhan, Udaan, and hold your breath. The P, the silence, the space. So the space between one thought to another. If you can find that spot, your all other thoughts will go. If you can find the spot between the two breaths and stay there, and that's what's called Kumbhak. And then it's the same thing. So if you find that spot, and you can eventually you'll find that spot within the universe, the connection. So infinite to finite to Atma to Paramatma, that connection is there is a space. So atoms in themselves, the electrons run around the nucleus, but the energy is produced in the middle, not by this electrons running, but the center. So this space is where all the secret is. Okay, so that's what Vaikumbhak helps you get into. Breathe in, breathe out. Mulpad, Jalandhar, hold the breath. When you can't hold, breathe in and feel the breath from Mooladhara right up to Sahasrara. Like the showering of inside of your body as you shower outside. Breathe in, breathe out, hold. Now let's do Anulom Vilom. So alternate nasal breathing, breathing to the left, breathe out to the right. So breathe in to the right, count to the four. Hold the breath to count of seven. Breathe out to the count of eight. So this gives you rhythmic, smoothness, and with that, just try and focus in the center of your heart. Nadi Shodhan is same as Anulom Vilom, but now you go even deeper. Like there is no noise while you're breathing even. Breathe in to the left, close both nostrils and hold. Breathe out to the right, close and hold. Breathe in to the right, close and hold. Breathe out to the left, close and hold. Breathe in to the left, close and hold. Breathe out to the right, close and hold. Breathe in to the right, close and hold. Breathe out to the left. So what you feel is only you can feel yourself. By words I can't explain, no? I take you through the path, the journey, I give you the knowledge. I'm sharing how you can do it from exercise, breathing. And then you reach this state, and every single human being is actually wanting to be in this state, which is peace, joy, happiness, contentment, compassion, gratitude. And then automatically this starts happening in you. The process, this journey of this, what we do, brings you there automatically. We can meditate now, as I said in the beginning. Meditation, you just can't sit, you decide, I'll just sit and meditate. You can't. There's 70,000 thoughts that are fighting. There's ego there, there's mind, there's left analytical mind in you. There's subconscious program that is sitting there. You can't do anything about it. You first have to find a way to produce so much more energy that you can go beyond those programmed self that you are. That you become conscious, that you become aware of yourself, that you can tell your mind to do what you want it to do, not the other way around. Then you feel this peace, not before. So let us meditate because there's a peace now, complete peace, and you can sit in it. And that's what meditation is about, that you be yourself. And being in that state then gives you blissfulness and connection of to yourself, that intuition at that level that is on your right side of the brain. Yes, Anulom Vilom, Nadi Shodhan, what it did, it actually helps you communicate through left and right brain. Corpus callosum is a connection part in the brain. So it starts combining, and eventually, when you have right side dominance, then the perceptive power, intuitive power, realization and feeling of the electromagnetic frequencies and the energy beyond your superficial sensual perception starts happening. That's Udgit, Om, three times. वाचिक रूपांसिक मानसिक आ उ मा ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो यो न प्रचोदयात्। संकल्प हे परमपिता परमात्मा, तो अपने विभिन्न दुखों की निवृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपनी पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आए, आपकी कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराई और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी रही। God, give of life, remove of pain, sorrows, bestow our happiness, create happy universe. God, most luminous, pure, and adorable, we meditate on you, please inspire and guide our intellect in the right direction. Pratihara, self-awareness, being aware of your thoughts and mind. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। मैं ना पांच तन मात्रा है, पांच महाभूत, 10 इंद्रिय, चित्त, मन, अहंकार, बुद्धि कुछ नहीं, बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। The body keeps changing, mind keeps changing, emotions keep changing, thoughts keeps changing. I'm not the five primordial elements or the five subtle elements that run through body, the 10 senses, or the mind, or the memories, or the ego, or the intelligence. But I'm the divine, the life force, part and part of the entire universe. I'm the universal energy, part of the infinite consciousness, so the quantum field. Oh, maintenance and realization of the state for a while. If you can remain without saying a word and still, so much the better. But practice will take us there. Meanwhile, when you want to become in that space of complete abstract energy and that quantum field or that consciousness, the easiest way is to replace every thought process by sattvic qualities. And there is no better quality than actually expressing the qualities of the universal power, the creator. Dharana, dhyan. It will take you into the deep meditative state and to samadhi.
ओम का पहला अर्थ स्वर व्यापक, स्वर शक्तिमान, सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप निराकार, अजन्मानंद, अमर, निर्विकार, नित्य पवित्र, सृष्टि करता है, इसी की स्थिति उपासना करनी योग है। धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष की प्राप्ति कराने वाला, ब्रह्मचरी, गृहस्थी, वानप्रस्थ, संन्यास की यात्रा, नवद्रिप, आकाश, वायु, अग्नि, जल, पृथ्वी, हर काल, हर समय, हर जगह, हर मोड़ पे उपस्थित, 24 गुण, 33 कोटियां, 5 क्रिया, आप अनंत काल से अपनी उपकार, अपनी आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करके प्राणिनाथ की संपूर्ण कामनाओं को आप प्रत्यक्षण पूर्ण करते हो। हमारे लिए जो कुछ शुभ तथा हित करे उसे आप बिना माने स्वयं हमारे झोली में डालते जाते हो। आपके आचरण में अविचल शांति तथा आनंद का वास है। आपके चरण शरण की शीतल छाया में परम तृप्ति है, शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धि तथा सब अभिरचित पदार्थों की प्राप्ति में सच्ची श्रद्धा तथा विश्वास हो। हम स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना करें, हम आपके अमृत में गोद में बैठने की अधिकारी बने, हम कमल की फूल की तरह रहे, जीवन जीते हुए भी इससे अलग रहना सीखे। The creator, organizer, protector, omniscient, omnipresent, omniscient, that almighty, infinite energy. From eternity to keep showering your blessings, all desires of living beings are always fulfilled by you. Whatever is good and beneficial for us, you provided us without asking. Provide our wisdom, happiness, peace and contentment, love and affection, dispel our illness, weakness and worries. May we always remember to sit, pray and submit ourselves in that energy. May we be like the lotus flower living in this material world, but be known, attest, and beyond and express our full quality and capabilities. Remove the narrow negativities of our life, narrow mindedness, attraction, jealousy, hatred, anger, violence, ill will. का दूसरा अर्थ है सर्वरक्षक आदि, दैविक आदि, भौतिक, आध्यात्मिक, पृथ्वी लोक, वनस्पति, देवलोक, स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म कारण, gross body, the astral projection, and the causal body. जाके राखो साइया, मार सके न खोए, बाल न बांका कर सके जो जग बैरी होए. The sheath, the avenger, the protector. There is no randomness, there is no accidents in life. There is 3 meters of energy that is surrounding us. Heart waves are so strong, and if it's coherent with the brain, about 50 centimeters above your brain and 3 meters around, there's this complete energy. Sometimes we feel that we have this space. If we get some vibes, that is what it is. If you maintain this level of determination and discipline, you will have it all the time then. It comes ad hoc to everyone. The serpendious nature, synchronicities, magnetism, attainment. हमें सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति, क्षमा, सरलता, स्थिरता, निरंतरता, काश, सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने, हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट, मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो, आत्मा पवित्र सुंदर हो, आपके संस्पर्श हमारी सारी शक्तियां विकसित हो, हमारे हृदय में दया तर सहानुभूति हो, वाणी में मिठास हो, हमारे हृदय में दया तर सहानुभूति हो, वाणी में मिठास हो, दृष्टि में प्यार हो, बुद्धि तथा ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करने हमारे व्यक्ति महान तथा विशाल हो, दिनों के मन में विचरने वाले ईश्वर, आपके चंडान बिंदु में हमारा जीवन अर्पित से अपनी सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ करें ईश्वर. May we acquire all positive attributes of life: forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearlessness, humbleness. May our body be healthy and strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine and supernatural blessings and company. May all our senses be enlightened by a heart of compassion and sympathy, would be amiable and thoughtful for affection, and our vision of love for entire creation. May complete education and wisdom. personality be virtuous and great, the exist amongst the poorest of the poor man lies be devoted in the representative feet. Graces through this grace and blesses. तीसरा शुद्धमसि बुद्धमसि मुक्तमसि निरंजन श्रिया शुद्ध हो पवित्र हो you are perfect and complete. We this thing we try and achieve that purity and perfection. Tattvamasi ब्रह्म जैसे सच्चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति वितम संकल्प करें साधना पुरुषार्थ अभ्यास तब विवेक की प्राप्ति हो तब वैराग आता है तब जो इनेशिया नेगेटिविटी या लेजीपन है दूर जाएगी स्थूल शरीर से फिर जब सूक्ष्म शरीर से जो चंचलता है निष्काम कर्म होने लगेगा और आपकी रूप रंग स्पर्श गंध शब्द की शक्ति बनने लगेगी तब फिर रास्ता खुलता है जो कारण शरीर है आत्मा जन्मों जन्म का जो यात्रा है जो इम्प्रेशंस बनी हुई है ना संस्कार उसे साफ कैसे करें ऐसे ही साफ किया जाता है छोड़ दोगे न्यूट्रल में तो फिर ढमलाते रहोगे अविद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अग्निदेश मृत्यु का भय उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ बदले की भावना सब समाप्त हो काम क्रोध योग मोह बनाना वसु ईर्ष्या द्वेष त्यागी कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर करोगे बात पीत का बात महाभूतों से बनाए शरीर श्लेष्मा की बराबरी हो जागृत से स्वप्न सुषुप्ति तुर्य तुर्यतर भार्गव भार्गव चेतना जो स्थिति होती सब में हमारी जागृति हो शब्द वाणी संकल्प ध्यान ज्ञान अन्न जल आकाश स्मृति आशा आत्म परमात्मा ये रास्ता है कि लोकेशना कुतेशना वितेशना से आप निकलोगे मैत्री भाव करुणा मुदिता उपेक्षा की प्राप्ति होगी चाह कैसे कैसे रहत सन क्या करना अन्नमय कोश मनमय कोश प्राणमय कोश विज्ञानमय कोश आनंदमय कोश ये 5 शीट्स है बॉडी की ज्ञान तब आएगी अहिंसा सत्यास्त्य ब्रह्मचर्य पिगरा सौ संतोष तपस्या सुदय ईश्वर परिधान की प्राप्ति होगी और एकाग्रित स्थिति चित्र दो मूल दो विचित दो एकाग्र की प्राप्ति योग चित्र वृत्ति विरोधा सर्विकल से सर्विचार सर्विस से नर्विस संप्रजा स्थिति से संप्रजा स्थिति सर्गुण से निर्गुण सान सुष्मिता कैवल्या धारणा ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षणावस्था संयम की प्राप्ति त्रिसिनी की प्राप्ति नीमा महिमा गरिमा लरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति प्रकम्य स्तव विस्तवा ओम सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म ओम सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म ओम आनंद ओम आनंद ओम आनंद मंत्र चिकित्सा संस्कृत मंत्रों का वाइब्रेटरी जो शक्ति होती है जितनी बात जो कुछ मैं कह रहा था उस पर बहुत पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट आती है उस पर ओम सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु माँ विद्विषाम वही। ओम तक्षुर्दीहितं पुरुषाच्च प्रत्युषत् पश्यन् शरदा शतं जीवेन शरदा शतां शृणुयाम शरदा शतां प्रभाम शरदा शतां दीनश्याम शरदा शतां निश्चम शरदा शतां यज्जागृतो दूरमय दैवितं दूरमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरीकम् तन्मे मनाशु संकल्पमस्तु। त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्षमामृतात्। ॐ तेजोमसि तेजोमयि देवी ॐ बलमसि बलमयि देवी ओजोमसि ओजोमयि देवी ॐ वीरमसि वीरमयि देवी ॐ सहोमसि सहोमयि देवी ॐ तन्वाग्नेसि तन्वं मे पाहि विचोदाग्नेसि वर्चो मे देहि ॐ तनो मा तन्मम्मा भवतु मा ॐ विश्वामिदेव सवितर्दतानि पराशुवा यद्भद्रं तन्नाशुवा ॐ हिरण्यगर्भा समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जाता प्रतिरेख्यासि सदा धारि प्रतिबिन्द्यां ते मकृष्णे देवाः दिशाभिदेवम् पुण्यात्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्वोपासते यस्य देवा यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषाभिदेवम् भूम्यप्राणतनिमिषतो महि त्वैकैन्द्रजाजगतो बाहुः यायष्यस्य द्वैतचस्पतिष्पदा कस्मै देवाय हविषाभिदेवम् ॐ प्रजापतिनतदयितानन्ये विश्वाजातानि परिता बाहुः यत्कामास्ते जहुमस्तनस्तु वयं श्यामपतरो रहिना ॐ सम्भवन्द्रजनिता सविदाता नामानि वेदभुवनानि विश्व यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्ना शशिते धामन्नधैर्यन्तम् उमग्ने सुतारास्मान् विश्वानि देवो यूनानि विद्वान् योदस्मज्जौरान्मेनो भूष्यान्ते नमो ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम शन्नो मित्रा शन्वरुणा शन्नो भर्गो अरिमा शन्नो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णु रुक्रमा नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तवाय तं पृच्छं ब्रह्मादि तं पृच्छं ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्ममोतु तत् वाक्तरामोतु मामोतु वाक्तराम ओम शन्नदेवी रविष्टया आत्मभूत कृते शन्नोरभिषवपुना ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ओम स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाशा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाशर्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु नः ॐ दीना तप्तेन भुजिन्त यथा पिण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे तथा पिण्डे ॐ कुर्निर्वाहि कर्माणि जिजे विषेतां समायो त्वयि नामिति अस्ति न कर्मणि कृते न वै मस्तु मा सत्गमया तमसु मा ज्योतिर्गमया मृत्युमा अमृतं गमया ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति अंतरिक्षगुं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापा शान्तिरोषधय शान्ति बृहस्पति शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सद्गुं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति रामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। जी परमात्मा का कृपा बना रहे जी। ऐसे हफ्ते में एटलीस्ट संडे को आप ज्वाइन होइए आपकी बॉडी की जो कार्य है अच्छी तरह से बनते जाएगी। फिर आपकी दैनिक जो दिनचर्या है खूब अच्छी तरह चलेगा, आप स्वस्थ रहोगे, आपकी स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म और फिर आत्मा परमात्मा की जो यात्रा है उसमें जरूर लाभ मिलेगा। आप सभी को धन्यवाद।